With all eyes on what the most powerful man in crypto, Binance CEO Changpeng, CZ, Zhao, will do next now that Sam Bankman-Fried, or rather bankrun fraud, has been exposed as just another Ponzi-running fraudster. Read this thread for details on how FTX did everything it could to delay the inevitable implosion of his trading group Alameda, and how long until his and quote, non-binding and quote, agreement to acquire FTX collapses. Bloomberg reports that in a memo to employees, CZ said that there wasn't a master plan to take over FTX.com, and the collapse of the rival crypto exchange is not good for anyone in the industry. Of course, he would say that we did not master plan this or anything related to it. It was less than 24 hours ago that SBF called me. And before that, I had very little knowledge of the internal state of things at FTX, Zhao wrote in the memo sent Wednesday, which of course is false since Binance, as in existing major investors, had every insight into what was going on and knew precisely what to do to spark a bank run. Which it did. Which is also why CZ hedged, and quote, I could do some mental calculations with our revenues to guess theirs, but it would never be very accurate, end quote. In retrospect, they were accurate enough. Still, knowing that regulators will scrutinize his every decision and comment, CZ continued to plead ignorance. I was surprised when he wanted to talk. My first reaction was, he wants to do an OTC deal. But here we are. Zhao noted that due diligence for the deal is ongoing, and reminded employees not to trade the FTT token. He also told employees not to comment on the transaction. Never use a token you created as collateral. Don't borrow if you run a crypto business. Don't use capital efficiently. Have a large reserve, Zhao tweeted. Zhao also said that the proposed, if hardly completed, bailout, which consolidated Binance's position as the world's biggest crypto trading venue, was not a win for us, adding that user confidence is severely shaken. Regulators will scrutinize exchanges even more. Licenses around the globe will be harder to get, end quote. The message also laid out the speed of the deal. He agreed with his counterpart Sam Bankman-Fried to prevent the total collapse of FTX, which had been valued at $32 billion earlier this year. The two men shocked the crypto industry when they announced on Tuesday that Binance had agreed to rescue FTX after a surge in customer withdrawals sparked a liquidity crisis after Zhao announced that he was selling a $530 million holding of FTX's native token. The letter of intent signed is a non-binding agreement. Terms haven't been disclosed. In the aftermath of FTX's near collapse, Binance and other larger exchanges have pledged to publish more proof that they hold their customers' funds in secure reserves that are readily available to meet withdrawals. We must significantly increase our transparency, proof of reserves, insurance funds, etc. A lot more to come in this area. We have a lot of tough work ahead of us. Not to mention prices swinging wildly, he wrote to staff. The Binance chief also acknowledged that a takeover of FTX, creating by far the largest crypto exchange in the world, would paint a target on the company's back. People now think we are the biggest and will attack us more, he said.